What's the deal, people? I hope all are doing well and having a blessed day, afternoon, or evening. Whenever you come across this reading. And if you are watching me with a good heart and good intentions, you are blessed and protected. But if you are watching me with any ill will or malintentions or evil eyes, go blind 144,000 times. Instantly, quickly, swiftly, you will feel the effects of all the hexes and the curses and the spells that you project. And if you are siphoning my energy or anybody else's energy from this reading, you will receive karma. Quick, fast, and in a hurry, because you reap what you sow. For Bob is so low. Don't do to others what you would have one done to you or your family. Stop being a crusty, crabby, raggedy Andy. Heal yourself. What a deal. 111 on the timer as I looked up. You already know. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Don't make anything stick or it's going to make you sick. This could be your energy. This could be mine. Or this could be somebody else's timeline. And if this reading resonates with your energy, and if you feel the need to sow a seed, don't hesitate to donate to me. All my information is in the description box below. Collective, we about to get into this energy flow. We're going to tap in to see what the energy be like. And what the universe, what the angels, what the ancestors, what the spirit guides, what God wants you to know. I'm going to bang this bell to remove all negative energies and entities from my place, my space, and my face, including yours, collective. Ooh, that is a bad one. So we gonna tap and we're gonna tap in collective. We're gonna get to the nitty gritty. So let's see. Angels, ancestors, spirits of the divine white light. Light attribute only. Please provide me with some insights. What does the collective need to know? What is the energy that we need to see? We got Alice in a sea of tears. Cast away out your depth, feeling abandoned. It says Artemis of the forest, but it's in the reverse. It says, now you are independent and free. So, this is somebody, the grumpy red fairy. It's in the reverse. Be your true self. This is somebody that's not being their true self. Somebody that's mad. Angel of time, working too hard. The natural world needs you in the reverse. So, somebody's feeling abandoned. So the energy that I'm getting is somebody could be feeling abandoned. Somebody's in a sea of tears. Somebody could be in their feelings, feeling really emotional. They could be going through some storm or something. They could be feeling like they're drowning. We got a rat and a crab there in the hand. So somebody could be, maybe somebody could be the sign that's born of a rat. This could be somebody that's a rat. The rat. A rat. Somebody that's crabby. Or a Cancer sign. Somebody's an emotional water crab. So this could be a water sign. This could be a rat. The rat is in a sea of tears. They're emotional and they're feeling abandoned. Because they are no longer independent and free, because they're not independent and free. So somebody is in their emotions. This rat energy that's feeling abandoned is in their emotions because they're not free. They're not feeling independent or free. And then the grumpy red fairy, this is somebody that's grumpy because they're not, it says be your true self. They're unable to be their true self. This is somebody that's unable to be their true. This is somebody that puts up a front, that wears a mask. Angel of time, working too hard. This is somebody that works hard to keep a mask up. Somebody was working really hard to be independent and free, but they won't be. Somebody's in their feelings. Too many cards. You need some space in a relationship. Alice in the Sea of Tears, cast away out of your depth, feeling abandoned. This could be, all right, so this could be somebody that you had a relationship with. Beauty and the Beast. You cast away out of your depths. You casted away somebody. Somebody feels like a castaway. Somebody feels like they're out of your depth. Somebody feels feeling abandoned. This is somebody that you were in a relationship with, that you needed space from, and they're in their emotions. But this is a rat energy, rat and crab. Somebody that you could have left, you took a break from, you broke up with, divorce. Somebody you no longer talk to, a friend that you no longer talk to, families, whatever relationship this is, however form of type of relationship it is. This is somebody that you had some type of form of relationship that was a beast, animal, rat, trying to crowd you. Or her overbearing, being overbearing. And you took a space. And now because you broke up with somebody or you left somebody or you no longer associate with somebody, somebody feels like they casted away. You casted them away. They feel out of your depth and they're feeling abandoned. In the reverse, it says Snake Princess, the serpentine path to power. So somebody is not in a... Yo! Raven. Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am. Raven, ma'am. Excuse me, you kind of loud. Yo! Shut up! What the hell? Leonte! Yeah! What the hell, Leonte? What's up? I'm in the middle of something over here. Yeah. Yeah. I'm in the middle of something. Yeah, Raven. You want to come on the chair? Anyway, let me finish. Okay. Anyway, so as I was saying, you needed some type of space in a relationship so you can go on your path to power, and somebody is not independent and free. So somebody did not go on their path to power. Somebody's unable to be independent and free. So because you took some space in a relationship, somebody did not take their path to power. Snake princess, a snake princess. Then you have this deep dark sea mermaid is in the reverse. It says find solution in the unknown places in the darkness. Somebody was not being their true self. This grumpy red fairy. They were in some deep dark shit, and they were unable to find the solution in the darkness. They were unable to find some type of solution in the darkness. You got Violet Duchess in the reverse, stifled, bored, and stuck. So somebody was working hard, working too hard. This angel of time for a long time. to keep you stifled, bored, and stuck. And they're unable to. So somebody's in their feelings because they're feeling abandoned. They're in their emotions because they were working too hard to keep you stuck. This is somebody you had a relationship with. This in the reverse. Little wolf girl, it's all right to be alone. Somebody don't want to be alone. Or if I put it on the reverse, on the upright, it says little wolf girl, it's okay to be alone. Endless regret, obsessive grief, replaying the past, negative nostalgia. Somebody don't want to be alone. You need some space in a relationship because you know it's alright to be alone. And somebody now is somebody's in their fucking feelings. They're crying. Because they feeling abandoned because it's okay. You needed some space in the relationship because you knew it was okay to be alone. You took a step back for somebody in their emotions. The unending sadness of looking back. Somebody playing past memories. Lady with the botched egg. Ancient wisdom. Somebody ending sadness of looking back, endless regret, obsession, grief, replaying the past, negative nostalgia. You could have told somebody you could have gave somebody some information. You could have told somebody some ancient wisdom. This is falling on the be your true self and find solutions in the unknown places in the darkness. You could have gave some advice to somebody. You could have told somebody so it's okay to be yourself. You could have told someone that there's a solution in the dark. It's okay to be alone. You could have gave some type of advice to somebody telling them that it's okay to be alone. You gave somebody some ancient wisdom. Somebody that had a botched egg. Somebody that was rotten. Yeah, you missed someone in the reverse. This is somebody that you don't miss. Somebody you had a relationship with. Look at that. A time to say goodbye. Something is about to end for now. Yeah, this is somebody that you had a relationship with. Somebody that you said goodbye to. So somebody that you said goodbye to is in their emotions. They're feeling casted away. They're feeling like they're out of your depth. They can't reach you. They feeling abandoned by you. They're in their emotion. They're in their feeling. They could be crying. Because they're feeling like they're not independent. Somebody's dependent. Somebody don't have no freedom. And they're dependent on something. On people maybe. This is somebody that was always grumpy. They're unable to be their true self. And they were working really hard on trying to keep you stifled, stuck, and bored. This is somebody that's, like I said, they're unable to find solutions in the dark place that they're sitting in. This is a snake princess. It could be a feminine energy. This is somebody that was trying to stop you to your path to power. Somebody was trying to stop you to your path to power. Somebody that you took some space from in a relationship because you knew that it was okay to be alone. And now, like I said, somebody is sitting in some type of endless regret in a sea of tears, obsessive grieving over you, replaying the past because they're feeling abandoned and they're thinking negative thoughts. And these negative thoughts were trying to keep you stuck, stifled, and bored and trying to stop you to your path to power. This person is rotten from the inside. This person could be claiming or acting like they give ancient wisdom. And this is somebody that you don't miss. Shallow grave. Somebody could be sick. Somebody could be passing away. This is somebody you do not miss. You said goodbye. Like I said, time to say goodbye. You said goodbye to this person. You had help. Look, the mermaid and the turtle. An elder will teach you. You was feeling something. You were getting, look, heed wise counsel and listen. This is what you did. A time to say goodbye because you knew it was okay to be alone. Yeah, you will have help. You had help from some type of elder. You listened to wise counsel, ancient wisdom, frog princess, heed wise counsel and listen. This is what you did. You listened to ancient wisdom, mermaid of the koi pond, and you rediscovered your individuality and you became the motherfucking dragon collective. So you removed yourself, breaking dawn, fairy of the green world. The natural world needs you because the natural world needs you, collective. The signs are already with you as I split the deck. So you knew the signs were already with you. The natural world needs you. Somebody's mad because you stepped into your path to power. You started listening to you started heeding counsel. You started listening to your intuition. You started listening to wise counsel, ancient wisdom. An elder that was teaching you. You were listening and you decided to find your path, your purpose, and you rediscovered who you are. You became independent and free. You became the dragon. Somebody was working real hard on stopping you from your path. Tell me something new. Tell me something we don't know. Hey. Tell me something that we don't know. It's like the same old. The same old energy. Somebody's trying to stop the collective from doing something. Same old. Never changes. There's always some mofo out here doing something. Ooh, I'm getting cold. There's always some motherfucker out here doing something to try to stop somebody from doing something because they mad in their feelings about something, whatever that may be. It's like, can we get over it? You know? Seriously. Can you get over your ex-person? It's time to get over the ex-person. Because this ex-person is not thinking about you. They're not thinking about you. They're not worried about you. They're focusing on themselves and they're worrying about themselves. I think it's time for this person that's sitting here in their emotions, thinking about the past and thinking about this past person. Need to stop thinking about the past and stop thinking about the past person because we're in the present, aiming for the future. Why are you sitting here reminiscing on the past for when you should be in the present? Be present. What the fuck is the purpose and point in sitting reminiscing on the past? Unless it's a reconciliation and y'all sitting there reminiscing about the good times. But if it's not, and you thinking out here thinking negative thoughts, then why the fuck you sitting here thinking about somebody from the past for? Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. It's time to let go. Seriously. Whoever this person was in your life was working really hard to stop you from your path and power, and you still became that dragon. You still became independent and free. Yeah, somebody could be in regret. Somebody could be in regret because you know that you cannot change the past. Look at that. Somebody's in regret because they know they can't change the past. That's why they're sitting in the Alice of Tears. They were unable to cause some type of death. All I did was pick up the deck. Death in the reverse. You are independent and free in the reverse. Somebody's independent and free. They were unable to stop you from being independent and free. Somebody's in regret because they know they can't change the past. A friendship, a past friendship. This could be somebody that you had a friendship with. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. You knew that this friend was in your life for a reason. You needed some space from this relationship and you let somebody go. And now somebody's in regrets. So this is a friendship. Under judgment. Somebody's under judgment. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenge. Yeah. Somebody's under judgment. This grumpy red fairy. Because you're being your true self and somebody's unable to be their true self. Somebody didn't understand your path, your challenges. Somebody was trying to stop your path to power. And now their path to power is stopped. Somebody's under judgment. Yeah, happiness. They was working too hard. It says, I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. Again, with this path. You are on the path to happiness. Somebody's mad. They were working really hard to stop you from being happy. Yeah, abundance. You're about to receive some type of abundance. Death came out. There's been some type of death in landing on this Beauty and the Beast. There's been a death ending to a relationship. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. Exactly. You need some space in a relationship. You ended a relationship, a friendship. There was a death to a friendship, a relationship, because you knew that, and that ending was a new beginning. Your new beginning was reclaiming your individuality, rediscovering your individuality, and becoming the dragon. And somebody's in grief. I understand that losing something is opportunity to appreciate it. Somebody didn't appreciate you, collective. They lost you. They didn't appreciate your friendship. So there could be a friend that's in regret and under judgment because they try to put a death to your happiness, to your path to power, to your individuality, to your independence, to your freedom, because you ended a friendship. So somebody decided to come for you because they're in their emotions because you ended a friendship. You put an ending to a friendship. Confirmation. Humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. Yeah. Find solution in the dark places, unknown places, in the darkness. This person cannot, and you did. So being that this is in the reverse, this is that other energy, but this is in the upright for you. So you found solutions in the unknown places, in the darkness, with humor. You chose to focus on the lighter side of life instead of sitting in darkness. You chose peace, collective. You chose peace. I am a being of love, and I release all negative energy. So somebody was unable to keep you stuck, stifled, and bored because you chose peace. You are a being of love, yes, and you decided to change. You knew that it's okay to be alone. The lone wolf. You are a lone wolf. You understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. So you made a change. You let a relationship go. You let a friendship go. And this person, the unending sadness of looking back, surrender. Somebody does not want to surrender. Loneliness. They're really lonely. Surrender. I can release my need to control. Somebody needs to surrender this sadness, surrender this negative thoughts, the past, replaying the past. Yeah, this lady with a botched egg. They lonely. Somebody's lonely. I know that I am never alone. You're never alone, collective. You miss someone. You don't miss someone. You're free. You have to have a freedom from somebody. Somebody that's sitting in a shallow grave. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. Yeah, happiness. You created your own happiness. And you let go of somebody. You made a change. You surrendered. You release control. Somebody needs to surrender and release control of you, or release control of these past. Yeah, because you're balanced. You're balanced. It's a time to say goodbye. Something is about to end. Yeah, something balanced out when you left, when you said goodbye to somebody or something. Yeah, and the mermaid, the elder would teach you. Somebody was in fear because they were prideful. They were sitting in their pride. because you're in your purpose. Yeah, so you're balanced. You bring a state of perfect harmony into your world, and you do it without judgment. So you're not, you don't judge. No judgment. Love, because you are a being of love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. You try to see the good in all things. An elder will teach you. An elder is teaching you how to see the good in all things, collective. And you heed white counsel, and you listen, and you rediscover your individuality, and you became the dragon. Relationships. I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. Heed wise counsel. Yeah, love relationship, balanced love relationship. You have a balanced love relationship. Forgiveness and purpose. Somebody's in grief because they feel like they have no purpose. With that coming out in the reverse, on top of grief. Somebody could feel like they have no purpose. They don't understand what it is to lose something or appreciate something they lost. They didn't appreciate what they lost. I know what I am here to do. You know what you're here to do, collective. You rediscovered your individuality. You became the dragon. You found your purpose. Happiness, peace, freedom, purpose. The last cards in the row down here. Happiness, peace, freedom, purpose. You found your purpose. Somebody's in regret because there's been some death or ending to a situation because you made a change and you're balanced. This friendship, this person you had a friendship with is in grief and they need to surrender to love. They're on the judgment. They need to look at the brighter side of life and find humor in the situation. This person is lonely in a relationship. They're feeling lonely in relationships. They feel lonely in relationships. Forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. Somebody needs to forgive. They're in fear. Somebody needs to have forgiveness. Forgive you for leaving. Forgive you for walking away from them. Forgive you for ending the friendship. I don't know. You made a change, collective, because the fairy of the green world, the natural world needs you. And we got Angel of Muertes transition to the spiritual realm. Somebody might pass away because the natural world needs you. Yeah, look, forgiveness and fear. Somebody's in fear. Wow. They could blame you because they're a failure. Blame and failure. Forgiveness, fear. Forgiveness, fear, blame, and failure. With these two cards here. So the natural world needs you. And somebody could be transitioning to the spiritual realm. You acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love, so you let go of resentment. Blame. You accept responsibility for your own well-being. You realize that I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. Yeah. Failure. I understand that a mistake only is an opportunity to learn. So you learn from your mistakes. You realize that you were being tested to live, to learn, to forgive, to stop placing blame on everybody else, and to take accountability for your own actions. And you did. Now, somebody could be wanting forgiveness. They in fear. Or you forgave this person. Now they're sitting in fear because they're blaming you for being a failure. Somebody's blaming you for being a failure. Or they want to blame you, but they don't have no imagination in the reverse. They don't have no imagination. Somebody wants to blame you for being a failure. Hey. right. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna just go and think. I'm reading your comments. So like when I was young, I used to blame my mother for everything. I'm not even gonna lie. So sometimes the parent, and I'm not saying that you are doing anything wrong, but maybe sometimes it's for us as parents, when we become parents and we don't realize that could be why she's spoiled. Sometimes when you spoil your children because you feel like you weren't giving everything, then that's another thing that happens, because then they expect, being that you spoiled them, then they expect for you to continue to spoil them. Is when they need to, when they get older, is when they learn a little bit of responsibility with money, because when you ain't got it to give it to them no more, and they got to get it on their own, that's when shit start hitting the fan. That's when the whole attitude start and all this shit, because now their whole flow is fucked up because they ain't getting what they was getting before. Yeah. See, me, I didn't grow up that way. I grew up with hand-me-downs. So my mother didn't give me everything. That's for sure. She gave me what she could. A lot of people be thinking that I'm spoiled, but I'm far from that. My mother didn't give me everything. Collective, it says Candy King Angel, it's a time for a treat because spirits is here. Oh, trick or treat, we're here. You look, yeah, because you will not let fear stop you right now. No, you didn't, because you are reborn. Look at that. It's time to count your blessings. To this twist of the tail, the unexpected change that you did not see coming. There's an unexpected change that you did not see coming. Because you reconsidered your alliances and you made new connections. Yeah. Because you knew that you could achieve great things by making new connections. You knew that there was a safe place for you to go. Look at that, how this energy is flowing. You let go of a connection and you have made better connections. I'm the black sheep too. I don't mind neither. Every time I see the black sheep, it reminds me of freaking Dave Chappelle. I'm the black sheep, black sheep. I don't know if you remember that episode from Dave Chappelle. I'm the black sheep. I forgot how he says it, but I remember him doing the. Oh, Lord have mercy. Collective, we black sheeps. We alright. We be gonna be alright. We gonna be alright. Hey, hey, hey. So, collective, you let go of a relationship because you were being heated by wise counsel. This could be your angel ancestor spirits. This could be actually therapy. This could be somebody that freaking, you were talking to. And you knew that you couldn't achieve great things if you got up and go, because you knew there was a safe place for you to go. And you decided to reconsider your alliances and make new connections because this person that you ended a friendship with was trying to stop you from your path to power. And an unexpected change happened that you didn't see coming. Now you're going to be able to count your blessings because you are reborn. The natural world needs you, collective. Yeah, you did not let fear stop you this time. You took flight, collective. You took flight. Yeah. And your spirit guides were helping you. We're here. And now it's time for a treat. Collective is about to be a miracle because you were in your personal powerful growth. You were in a personal powerful growth because you stood calm amidst the chaos. Somebody was trying to create chaos in your life and you stood calm amidst the chaos. And now there's an important ending for a new beginning. Because you are the green witch. The natural world needs you. You see clearly. You saw clearly shit. Clairvoyance. You saw everything clearly. You're clairvoyant. Like I said, you saw clearly that it was time to become a leader. So you let go of people, places, and things. And the motherfucker was doing voodoo because you stood into your leader position. You took your power back, took leader role, and somebody's mad. And now they decided to freaking do voodoo because now you're attracting wonderful news. Because you're taking care of yourself. You're shining bright. You're healing. Aloha healing, because you're healing. And you're gaining new skills, advanced training, and you're gaining some type of rapid improvement. There's a powerful eclipse shift happening in your life. And now, because of this, somebody's heartbroken. Somebody mend a broken heart fairy. Somebody's healing from a broken heart. Somebody's brokenhearted because you have moved into your power. You stepped into your power. You're stepping into your leadership position. You became a leader. You became free. You became independent. You rediscovered who you are. You became your own person. You became your authentic self. You're being yourself. Somebody's mad that they're unable to be. Somebody's mad that they cannot be themselves. They put up a front. They have a mask. They pretend to be something that they're not. They pretend to be something that they ain't. They hide their feelings and their emotions. Now they're trapped in their emotions and their feelings. They're drowning in their feelings and their emotions, in regret, blaming you because they're a failure. And they're under judgment because they were trying to block some type of happiness, block your path, stop you from stepping into your leadership role, and you still did. You still did. You still stepped into your power. You still became that dragon. And nothing stopped you. They could be mad all they want. But I'm gonna pluck some cards from the index deck to see what we got going on. But yeah, somebody's mad and in their feelings and in their feelings and in their feelings. 3 times I have to say that because motherfuckers is in it. If they in it, and if they can swim it, they in it. They in their feelings. They swimming in their emotions. Because they were karmic pests. They were doing too much, collective. Somebody was doing too much and now they're all emotional. Yeah, they were out here doing too much and they were out here searching for information. What they were out here searching for information for? Because they're running out of money? Somebody's searching information on how to make some money? They're doing too much being karmic pests, doing too much being karmic pests, searching for information because they're running out of money. They search information how to stop you, how to block you. Something about April, or somebody could be named April. Somebody could be named April. Somebody could be born in April. Something happened in April. Something with April. A coven. They were doing too much in a coven. Something could have happened in the spring. Her birthday's in April. They were doing too much with a coven, collective. They were doing a lot of solar. They were doing sacral chakra attacks, collective, and time magic. They were doing time magic and solar. I don't know why I say solar. It clearly says sacral. It clearly says sacral, and I'm saying solar. They're doing sacral attacks. So they're attacking your creativity, trying to block your creativity. Yeah, they're racing against time. So they're doing time magic because they're running out of money and they're racing against time. Something could be running out of time. Maybe in the springtime. Something's running out of time in the spring. And all the lies are unfolding, collective. They could have been searching for information on how to do sacral chakra attacks. slow down time and delay you with this time magic, but now they're running out of time because all the lies are unfolding on what they were doing in this coven. Yeah, now somebody's about to get confronted in an inappropriate way. Somebody's about to be confronted in an inappropriate way. Spiritual sexual abuse. There was also oh wow, a coven was out here doing sacral chakra attacks, spiritually sexually abusing you. So they were raping you. I don't care. I'm not gonna block my word. I don't give a fuck what app I trigger. So they were spiritually raping you, attacking your sacral. Now somebody's about to be confronted because they were doing too much. And they're running out of money. Her friend is a cockroach. They were trying to destiny swap with you. So they were attacking your sacral chakra, spiritually raping you to do a destiny swap. They were trying to be destiny swappers. They were searching for information on how to sacral shocks. I don't know why it came out like that. They were trying to shock your sacral system, your sacral chakra, shock it. They were trying to shock. That sounds like a tongue twister. Okay, hold on. They were trying to shock your sacral chakra by doing sex magic. So they were causing abuse to your sacral chakra energy by doing sex magic. This is how they were trying to do this destiny swap. Princess Fiona Shrek. You could be coming out as a Princess Fiona Shrek. Princess Fiona Shrek. So they're trying to do a destiny swap with a Princess Fiona Shrek. You're somebody who's a princess, a queen, but you don't look like you're a princess, you're a queen. You could be a little you could belch, you don't look like it. Somebody could have casted a spell on you to make you look like an ogre. To make you not look attractive. But you're a princess. And Princess Fiona, that bitch is cool. She down. That bitch is, if Princess Fiona was a real person, Princess Fiona will be somebody that probably drinks beers, smokes blunts. You know what I'm saying? Don't always dress in name brand. Could be a little rugged. In real life, that's what a Princess Fiona Shrek would be like. Someone that's not your pretty pocket little princess. That's not out here saying, oh, my nail broke. My fucking broken nail. Oh my God, my hair. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. I got a rip in my stocking. Like that type of shit. That's my favorite song. I bounce to the beat of my own drum. I'm a young wild woman, yo, some. Have you ever heard that song? You know that song for Vivo? Extra, extra. Read all about it. I'm extra, extra. The kids want to. I got my own. Now I want to play that song. Go listen to that song. From Vivo or Vino, whatever the fucking called the song. I bounce to the beat of my own drum. I'm a young woman with some. I forgot the name of the song. It's to the movie Vivo. You know what I'm talking about? I hope you know what I'm talking about. It's a cartoon movie. With the little monkey and the little girl. And she's rugged. She got purple hair. Anyway, let's keep on going. So collective. Hold on. Oy, oy, oy. Couldn't get out the chair for a second there, collective. Let me see real quickly, quick. Let's put a pretty pause. A pretty pause real quick. Really quick to see if I got the song on here. Because that's my joint. That's my joint. But let's pluck real quick. Oh! They overstepped their boundaries, collective. This person overstepped their boundaries. This is why they're about to get confronted in an inappropriate way. Because they were overstepping their boundaries trying to be a destiny swapper. Flip mode squad. Switch sides. Yeah, somebody flip mode squad on you. Or somebody flip mode squad on this person. The lies are unfolding. They overstepped their boundaries and they flipped on you, collective. They switched sides on you. They switch you to the sides. They switch you to the sides. Why they do that, collective? Why? Why they switch sides on you, collective? What did you do? What you did, collective? You did something? I know you didn't do nothing, but I'm just saying, motherfuckers always wanna. Oh, right here. Oh, here we go, here we go. Hey. I mean, yeah, hold on. Let's do it better. Because this song, I don't even care. My channel is not monetized, so I don't really care right now. Let's play this song because this is about to be copyright purposes. Copyright purposes. I made a pawn, yeah. I'm having fun, yeah. Young, a woman, I'm back to the beat of my. But yeah, there goes. There you go, my lovelies. There you go. What's up, Simba? Why are you looking at me like that? What you looking at me like that? You're so cute, you know that? Anyway, somebody flip mode squad on your ass, collective. The next door neighbor, you can have a next door neighbor. Confronted in an inappropriate way. The next door neighbor gonna be confronted in an inappropriate way. Your next door neighbor, do you have a next door neighbor? What about this next door neighbor? Aunt related, the next door neighbor and their aunt? The next door neighbor is their aunt? The next door neighbor, aunt related? Sister not related, so you got the next door neighbor, aunt and sister. Aunt related, sister not related. Aunt and a sister, two feminine energies. Something with an aunt and a sister. Next door neighbor. Communal trial. Experimental study group that involves an entire community or part of an organization. This is just switched up to a different energy. Judicial system. They nervous. So collective. We got a next door neighbor. The next door neighbor's aunt related, or next door neighbor is related, is an aunt. Something with the next door neighbor, aunt and sister. They put somebody, or you, whoever resonates with this energy that's coming out, they put you in a study, experimental study in your community or community trial that was part of an organization, which was with the coven. So they were doing some type of experimental study on you, or on somebody, or on me. Like I said, this could be your energy, this could be mine, or this could be somebody else's timeline. This is somebody that's stuck in a rut for being a spiritual slut. This is somebody that was sitting here doing spell work. They stuck in a rut because they were being a spiritual slut. Indecent proposal. This has to do with this spiritual sexual abuse. They were doing too much. I'm going to read it down. They were doing too much, being karmic pests in a coven, doing sacral chakra attacks, spiritual sexual abuse, trying to be a destiny swapper, an aunt and a sister that's stuck in a rut for being a spiritual slut, indecent proposal. And then there's somebody that's about to be confronted in an inappropriate way, a next door neighbor. They saying that you pay for play, that you're an easy lay. Indecent proposal. They stuck in a rut for being a spiritual slut. They lying, saying that you sell your ass, but they out here doing sex magic. There's somebody's aunt that could be related either to you or to a next door neighbor, or it's just an aunt energy that is stuck, that's doing some type of indecent proposal. If I read it down here, if I read the 3 cards down here, confronted in an inappropriate way, a next door neighbor that's stuck in a rut for being a spiritual slut. Then you got spiritual sexual abuse, aunt related, indecent proposal. Destiny swapper, sister not related. They saying that you pay for play, that you're an easy lay. The rat is running. So I was correct with this rat energy that was on the card. There was a rat and a crab. So I was correct with this rat energy. Hey, 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 hey. They broke into the wrong spiritual house. Yes, they fucking did. They was trying to close all your roads, your gates, your path, and block your way. Already confirmation already with this. They broke into the wrong spiritual house, trying to close your paths. Now they're running out of money. Trying to study you, trying to do sex magic on you, attack your sacral to stop you from creating, to destiny swap. You got aunt or sister. This could be your sister. Somebody's sister not related. The next door neighbor's sister. Next door neighbor, aunt related to the next door neighbor. And their sister. Somebody's sister that's not related. I don't know. Take it as it resonates. So these people are stuck in a rut. This is why they looking all fucking crazy, because they stuck in a rut for being a spiritual slut. They're a spiritual slut. They're out here doing sex magic, indecent proposal. It literally says they're a spiritual slut, spiritual sexual abuse, indecent proposal. They out here lying, saying the collective is a hoe, a slut, a freak, and they got a different girl or guy every day of the week. But they're the ones that's out here slutting themselves out. They out here being a bunch of puti puercos. A bunch of nasty whores, and they want to lie on your name. The accuser is always, the accusee is always, how it goes? The accuser is always the accusee, or the accusee is always the accuser, however it goes, however which way it goes. The one lying and running all the lies and saying this and this and this and that and that and this about somebody is really the person that's actually, they're talking about themselves. They talk about themselves. And if they actually got your name coming out their mouth using your name, they definitely talking about themselves. Because if somebody has to say your name with some type of negative attachment to it, they really trying to mask that shit, and they really talking about themselves. You know how when somebody be trying to go get advice in the TV shows or the movies, oh, I'm just getting advice for a friend, right? But really the advice is for themselves. Well, it's that scenario. When they out here talking about you collective, they actually talking about themselves. Now they out here nervous because they could have did something in the judicial system. They overstepped their boundaries in the judicial system. Had you in some type of community study, or was out here studying you with a group organization, a coven. Confirmation sirens. The first confirmation sign we get in this whole reading, throughout this whole reading, and I've been here for already going on an hour. And we get the confirmation right after about to end it. Well, let's get some cards to see what you need to focus on instead of focusing on this shiznit. We'll see what you need to focus on, collective. Remember, this reading resonated with your energy, and if you feel the need to sow a seed, my information is in the description box below. If you're looking for a reading, I have a discount reading for this week only. It's $55 for a 30-minute reading. Normally, my readings are $144 for an hour. But discounted $55 for 30 minutes. For this week only. And if you're looking for any services, protection, healing, cleansing, cord cutting, uncrossing, road openers, things like that, let me know. Oh, a card already popped out. It says follow your purpose. Look at that. This is talking about your purpose. That's what you should worry. What you need to worry about? Nothing. Continue to follow your purpose. That's what the universe wants you to know. Follow your purpose. Make an honest self-assessment, cultivate self-awareness, and don't evade judgment. So always take accountability for the actions that you make, for your own bullshit that you do. It says, crunch the numbers, find an anchor, find support, share your burden, and find a therapist. Choose hope. Maybe you need to go talk to somebody. What else? It says, forgive your flaws. Am I going to read all this? That's a lot. It says, forgive your flaws. Open your heart. Follow your heart. Recharge and say thank you. Take pride in effort, protect your boundaries, reassess boundaries, reestablish reasons, and recognize your wounds. Seek out opportunities, believe in your sufficiency, nurture your seeds, check the details, put together a budget, and evaluate your risk. And last but not least, step out of your comfort zone, design your map, make peace with unpredictability, and embrace spontaneity, collective. That is what you need to focus on. And let me use one of these cards real quick. Let me just see how many cards pop out. Alrighty. We're going to take these two cards and the card on the top of the deck. You got the druid, the dryad, or whatever, however you pronounce that, sacred harmony. You are very welcome. Sacred harmony. It says, you are woven into the song of creation. Root yourself deeply in truth, and you shall blossom in realms where others wither. So follow your purpose and take pride in efforts. Mermaid. This represents allure, mystery, duality, human in nature, and the subconscious. Sometimes viewed as both a warning and a guide for emotional exploration. So you're getting warnings and you're getting guides. Something with the water and something with the mermaid earlier with the water emotions. And then you got behemoth, divine strength. You carry the breath of the divine in your bones. Stand unshaken, for you are an anchor in a world of shifting sands. And what's crazy, it says, punch the numbers, find an anchor. Find support, share your boundaries. You are that anchor. You are the anchor. Find an anchor. You are the anchor. You carry divine strength within you. Collective. It's time for you to choose hope and say thank you and recognize your wounds and don't run from judgment. Take accountability for your actions. And continue to be on your path, collective. Continue to move forward. Nobody can block you. Nobody can delay you. Somebody could be in their feelings all they want. They could be in their feelings all the fuck they want. It don't matter if it's a lover, it's a friend, a child, an ex-boyfriend, family friend, or foe. It don't matter who it is. They gotta fucking go. You're very welcome. Sometimes they gotta learn their own lessons. And we can't continue to help people if we are unable to help ourselves. We have to help ourselves first. We have to heal first. We have to be better first. Exactly. They put themselves there. Just like if we do things, we are responsible for and taking accountability for where we are in life. Because everything is, people could be doing spell work over our lives, but everything is not spell work. You know what I'm saying? They are these things, life sometimes just be lifing. They ain't got nothing to do with nobody or nobody doing anything. Sometimes we make our own mistakes. It's not because somebody is steering us in the path to make mistakes. So, but on top of that, all I can say is just pray for yourself. Forgive yourself, forgive them, and continue to live your life, collective, because there's nothing else you can do. What, you're going to give up? No. Giving up is not a motherfucking option. Nope, you can't make them drink it. You ain't the monkey in that circus. so they could continue to clown themselves. Hey. Collective, I'm going to end it here. I'll be back with another reading a little bit later. I'm going to let my phone charge because my phone is on the Lilo with the batteries. So we're going to let this phone charge. We're going to relax. And we're going to be back. We're going to be back. We're going to be back. Yeah, there's no time to hold on to grudges. Holding on to grudges don't get you nowhere. Being mad at somebody because of what somebody did in the past or whatever somebody's doing, it doesn't make no sense. And you'll be mad for the rest of your life or you'll just be miserable. Nobody got time to be miserable. Nobody got time to be sad all the time or angry. Nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Damn sure ain't nobody got time for that. Collective, you already know. If you watch me with a good heart and good intentions, hey, Nunu. Thank you. Please subscribe and come back to my live when I come back another, because I'm coming back on another live. I'm doing another live. What time is it? I don't know where you be, but I'm in New York City, in the United States. So right now it is 7 o'clock in the evening. I'm going to be back within another hour or so. So I'm probably going to be like 9 o'clock. I'll probably be back on with another live at 9 o'clock, most likely. Yeah. So I'll probably be back with another live on around 9 o'clock. I'm going to go charge my phone, relax, and enjoy my Cinnabons. Oh, in England? You're in England. Ooh. What's the weather over there in England? It's winter time over here. So is it winter time over there too? Now, or is it a different weather over there now? Because it's cold over here. It's cold today. Hey, from England. Hey, girl. Hey, girl. It's rainy. Oh, I like the rain, but not that much. So it rains in the wintertime over there? That sounds like Puerto Rico. Like in Puerto Rico, I think when in the wintertime, it's like a lot of rain. Because the damn sure really don't snow over there. But I know in the wintertime, because I've been over there one time in the wintertime when I was younger. And it did a lot of raining. What time is it on my clock now? It is, well, on my clock on the stove, which is a little bit slow or fast, it's 7:11 on my clock on the stove, but the time is 7:12, so the stove is slow. So it's 7:12 right now, but on the stove it's 7:11. I don't know if those numbers signify anything to you. It snowed one day. It snowed over there one day. I've never been to England. I've never really been to many places. I mean, I'm not saying I haven't traveled, but I've never been to England. I've traveled across the ocean to the other side of the world on a ship, on a cruise, and then I traveled across the world on a plane. And I went to Spain. Okay, so you guys are like Spain, like a 12-hour or something difference, right? As well. So right now it's what time is it? So it's kind of late over there then. Or early morning. What time is it over there? If it's 7 p.m. over here, it's got to be morning time over there. It's cold though. You like Spain? It's probably cold in Spain too right now. Over there, they got mountains. I went over there for vacation and it was chilly at nighttime over there. It's PM there. 1:15. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Also, you in the early afternoon. You guys are early afternoon, but you're the next day. So what's the date for you? Today's date for me is the 21st. So what's today's date for you? Is the 22nd? Is it the 22nd for you or the 20th? What's the date? It's nighttime. Today for me is the 21st of January. Over here where I'm at. Same thing? You the 22nd? So it's two. Oh, so you're the next day. Okay. So you're on the 22nd afternoon. 1 p.m. afternoon. Okay. Okay. Well, ma'am, don't allow your child to get to you. And I'm guessing she's a grown woman already if she's doing all this to you. Well, she ain't that grown if she's doing all this shit. Let me get out of here. I will be back a little later, like around 9 o'clock p.m. my time, Eastern time. If you want to hop on when I come back on. And until then, you enjoy your day. Everybody else enjoy your day. Thank you for watching. To all the new subscribers, thank you for subscribing. Ooh, Lord have mercy. Oh, wow. Well, yes, she does. Yes, she does. But she's about that age. Because when my mother was teaching me a lesson, my mother used to lock me out of my house. And I'm not saying things to do this, but if it works, it works. When I used to misbehave when I was a teenager and I used to stay out late, my mother changed the locks to the door. Well, not that she changed the locks to the door. She put an extra lock on the door, a skeleton key. I didn't have the lock to that. She gave me a curfew. And if I passed that curfew, she would not let me in the house. Like, she really wouldn't let me in the house. I had to get a job or she was going to kick me out. So I would threaten your daughter. It worked on me. It really did. It put fear under my ass because where was I gonna live? I ain't got no money. I'm a motherfucking teenager. So it really did put fear on my ass, and it really did get me up to look for a job and things like that. So I would start threatening her. I would get her a little subtle. I would get a little subtle hints there. You don't start doing what you're doing, I'm about to kick your ass out the house. Yep. Yes, she did. Yes, my mother did. She didn't play that. My mother was military, so my mother was very strict. So my mother did not play no games. You know, my mother might be a little bit of a bitch sometimes, but I was raised right. I didn't have no child at the age of 16. I had my first child and only child at the age of 23. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I had my little, my little karmic ways when I was young. I was a karmic teenager and I was a karmic young adult. Oh, okay. Mental health problems. Sounds like your daughter's being attacked. It sounds like your daughter is being attacked spiritually, because most mental health issues, when a child is reacting or acting the way that they're acting, is because they're being spiritually attacked. So your daughter could be possibly be being spiritually attacked. Your child is gifted, and this is why you're going through what she's, the reason why she's going through. She's being mentally tormented and tortured. Unfortunately, they got her when she was young. You know, it didn't. They didn't. They didn't allow her. They didn't allow her to step into her power, because she was already sick from young. Or this is something. Is this something that she was born with, or is this something that happened because of a trauma? Eight years. Since 8 years old. Yeah, look at that. That's exactly what I just said. When we're age of 7, from the ages from where we're born to the age of 7, we're very pure. We the children, us, when we're young, we are in both worlds. We see through the veil. So after the age of 7, that goes away. We stop remembering. We stop seeing the other side. We stop seeing spirits. So something happened to your daughter when she was in school at the age of 8 that took away her innocence, that took something away from her, which stopped her from becoming the person that she was supposed to be. Unfortunately, I'm very sorry for that. You know what I'm saying? And being that she has been diagnosed with whatever it is that she was diagnosed since the age of 8 years old, or has been happening since 8 years old. You know what I'm saying? She said she used to be your mother. Did you have a good relationship with your mother? Was your daughter in some type of boarding school or some type of school with uniform? Because you saying the head mistress. You had a bad mother. Unfortunately, um, you know, your daughter was taken over, basically. She's being tormented. That's what it sounds like to me. Your daughter is literally being tormented and tortured to torment and torture you. She's being used to torment and torture you. Whatever your daughter experienced at age 8, something happened to your daughter when she was young. Both teachers, daughter, Your mother was nasty with your daughter. Both teachers. My daughter won't talk to your mother. How old is your daughter now? She's 17. Oh, excuse me. Oh, yeah. That's right. You did say she was 17 earlier. In April. And just out of curiosity, because neighbor came out here, do you have any neighbor? Is there any aunt or sister that you're having an issue with? I'm not too sure if that was your energy, but that did come out on the table. Or wherever you live now, have you always lived there? Or is this someplace new that you live? When your daughter was 8, were you living in where you live now, or were you living somewhere else? If you don't mind me asking, what was she, what doctor term, in the doctor, quotation marks, you already know, doctor's term, what was she, diagnosed with? Her cockroach friend. I'm so done. Oh my goodness. The noble her cockroach friend mentioned her from next door. Oh, so there was a next door neighbor friend of hers. She has a next door neighbor friend. You said a next door neighbor cockroach friend. I cannot. Oh, Jesus Christ. So you have a next door neighbor. She has a next door neighbor cockroach friend. I'm guessing you don't like the next door neighbor. Her friend. I'm getting that sounds like you really don't like this neighbor friend of hers. Yeah, but this is the next door neighbor, right? That lives currently where you at. And you don't like this person. This friend of hers that lives next door. That's a copycat. The next door neighbor is a copycat. She's not okay. You said you said no, she's okay, but she copies everything you do. No, that's not okay. That's a copycat energy. That is an energy vampire, girl. That's why the next door neighbor came out on the table. I don't know if this is your energy or not, but this is why I'm just asking, because you said you resonated with the reading. So I'm trying to see if that energy, that the other energies that came out, if it has any connection to you. But now you're telling me that the next door neighbor is your daughter's cockroach friend and somebody that copies everything that you do. I'm not too sure. I'm not sure if I'm reading the comments properly, but let's see. It says, friend mentioned her from next door. And then you say she copies everything you do. There might be something up with your neighbor next door. If it came out on the table. If you resonated with this reading, yeah, so obviously if the neighbor came out, there's something up with the neighbors. Your next door neighbor, if you resonate with this reading, then there's something up with your next door neighbor, and you're letting me know right now that this lady is weird. So something up with the next door neighbor, and then it said aunt related and sister not related. So an aunt and a sister energy. Okay, because it came out next door neighbor, aunt related, and sister not related. I don't know how that resonates for you or with you. But the next door neighbor, aunt related and sister not related. However that resonates for you. But you're telling me that she copies everything you do. So she's a copycat energy. And then she tries to beat you before you do it. And, okay. So, yeah, you might want to be careful with that. She might not be so harmless like you think. People pretend to be one way, but at nighttime, they another. People pretend to be in your face. They something else. But then behind closed doors in the shadow, they are a completely different person. So don't ever, ever underestimate anybody, baby. No matter how innocent they look. Don't ever underestimate them. It be the ones that be looking mean that actually don't be mean. And the ones that look innocent be the ones that be the dangerous ones. Sometimes. Sisters live over road. So the sisters don't live too far from there. But it's saying sister not related. So this could be somebody that she calls a sister. Somebody that's like a sister. Sister not related. You know, like a friend that's like my sister. Oh, what's up, sister from another mister? Do you know, like that? Like a friend that look, somebody that they call family but not really family. Are you seeing them? Well, if anything that I said came out on this table that resonates with you, especially with the people mentioned, next door neighbor, aunt, and sister energy, and things are starting to click in your mind, it's time for you to start thinking about the people around in your surroundings. And whoever was around your daughter when she was 8 years old, if you can remember that far back of what happened. Because you got somebody, the message is basically saying that somebody's in their emotions and in their feelings because you cut some type of relationship off with someone, a friendship or a relationship, because you decided to go on your path and your purpose and step into your leadership role. So, and then the next door neighbor, aunt not related and sister, aunt related and sister not related came out. So, do you have any past friend that could be, do you have any past friends that are mutual, that you have mutual, like, you know, that y'all know each other, next door neighbor and you? Like an old friend that you don't talk to no more? Or old relationship you don't talk to no more that maybe your next door neighbor knows? What do you mean you had twins look after her and they lost her? Oh, she was babysat by twins and they lost her. Interesting how you had twins, twin flame type shit. Twins look after her and they both of them lost her. Two people are watching her and both of them watched her. Have lost her. Your son's girlfriend and her sisters. At the end of the day, it really don't matter who's doing what. At the end of the day, they couldn't stop anything anyway. So, at the end of the day, they can't stop shit anyway. But I really feel like something did happen to your daughter. I'm not too sure if it was physically or spiritually that happened to your daughter when she was 8. For her to be used as a vessel the way she's being used. So yeah, this is what I feel like. Something happened to your daughter when she was 8. It could be physically or spiritually, but something. Your daughter did experience something at the age of 8, which changed her. And she's only 17, so there's a possibility that she can get better. I'm not too sure what's wrong with her. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to go into your business like that. I'm not even going to ask. But this is something that she was not born with. So If she wasn't born with this, then it's something that can be cured and healed, most likely. So, since you also spiritual, you got some spiritual ass haters that's trying to fuck with your daughter because your daughter is most likely a gifted individual and they try to get to her. They try to stop her. That's basically to me what that means. When I see and hear that there are people and kids that have mental issues and are mentally something's wrong with them and they have some type of violent problem or depression problem, anxious problem, is because these kids were gifted and they were attacked before even getting to step into their light. That's what I feel. That those are the brightest stars and they shine so bright that the energy, these entities and the energies, they attach right away. Because unfortunately, you got corrupted people in the hospitals, you know, in nursing homes and all the other places. So just like there are light beings on the earth, there are dark beings waiting for these light beings to be born so they can it's not funny, but it's the truth. Affect the vessel some way, somehow, shape, or form. Anyway, I ain't even gonna get into it because well, when they want to, they will. When maybe they're not called, maybe your son is not called to use his gift right now. When he's called to, he will. How old is your son? Because when I was 16, 17 years old, 18 years old, I didn't follow my spiritual path. I ran from that shit. I ran. When I say I ran far away from it. I was like, nope. But now that I'm older, you can't run from that shit. And now I'm older, I couldn't run from that shit no more. When I have people telling me over and over and over and over again the same thing with the spiritual stuff, the same thing over and over again, I'm like, who's talking to me? I used to get people telling me, they talking to you. They want you to listen. Who? Who's talking? Who's talking to me? I don't hear nothing. Oh, nah, I was not prepared for that. Who want to see dead people? Nobody wanted to see dead people when you were a teenager. I'm going to fucking run. The fuck I am. And I fucking ran. But, you know, we can't run. We can't run from our path. We can't run from our destiny. We can't run from our purpose. It's destined. It's fated. It is going to happen no matter how far we try to run. It's going to go smack you in the face like, bitch, I'm back. I'm here. Destiny knocking. Open the door. I probably haven't seen not even half the shit that you've seen, but hey, 33. Yes, he's looking. It said what's crazy is you say your daughter is 17. Something happened to her when she was 8. Or whatever. She got sick when she was 8. She's 17, 1-7. It adds up to the 8, and then the number 33. Your son is 33. 33 is another prime number, master number. Not me. Not when I was young. I would have not wanted to speak to no spirits or nothing. My mind was not on that spiritual stuff when I was young. I used to think that it was bad. My mother was spiritual, so she used to do all that spiritual stuff in the house. So I used to think that it was bad. Oh man, I was so confused when I was young when it came to spirituality and religion. Because I went to a Catholic school. And then these people were sitting there telling me that these statues are bad and all this shit is bad. And then my mother, I see this and I'm like, is what my mother doing bad? I used to think that. Is what my mother doing bad? I hope not. But, yeah, this is what they want you to believe. Your son's birthday is 11/11. Huh. Interesting. But ooh, my battery's about to die. This shit on 5%. Let me get out of here. I just realized I've been on an hour. I've been talking to you for an extra hour. It was good politicking with you, ma'am. If you want to come back a little bit later on, I'll be back a little bit later on. I'm going to be back, since I've been on here a little bit longer, I'll probably be back with another reading like around 10 o'clock. So I'll be back with another live reading at 10 o'clock. I'm definitely going to let my phone charge. And we could definitely finish this conversation later after my next live. Or if you want to conversate or hit me up, please feel free. If you're looking for some services from me, my information is in the description box below. And also, I don't only do spiritual stuff. I am also into other stuff as well. I am an entrepreneur, so I offer other services. So if you're looking for anything else, like I said, anything you are looking for is in my description below. Fill out the form that's in the description box, and then we can conversate, anybody that's watching me, with whatever services that you're looking for. On that note, I hope you have a good night, and we will finish this conversation later. Yeah, be careful with that. Spirits that you speak to. And make sure that they're actually the spirit that you're speaking to and not a trickster spirit. Because motherfuckers be playing these games. These spirits be playing some games. Some of these low vibing ones be playing games. So be careful, ma'am. And you already know, you said you're spiritual, so you already know how to stay protected and prayed up. Cleanse yourself, cleanse your energy, cleanse your children, cleanse your home, cleanse your aura, your mind, your body, and your soul. And I gotta get out of here because my phone is about to die and I don't want it to die on you. So it was good conversating, and you already know, if you feel the need to sow a seed, don't hesitate to donate to me. And I'll catch you on the next reading. Peace out, people.